The sneaker game has just completely changed. You want to know why? People have stopped chasing trends. That need to fit in and be like everybody else used to put a lot of money in a lot of people's pockets. But now everybody has seen that they have options and priorities that don't make sneakers such a necessity. People have gotten to a point where they're more content with what they have and having simple outfits that look good and are effective rather than chasing this clout, this hype, this need to have every single Jordan, every single Yeezy, something different. Nobody wants to be different anymore. It's kind of weird. Everybody just wants to be themselves. And that's why the sneaker game has changed. A lot of people have learned that sneakers are something that we can love and appreciate, but they don't have to be the cornerstone of our life, guys. The whole point of all of this is to say, like, we've gotten to a point where being yourself is a-okay and you don't have to spend that much money to be yourself. Crazy concept. That was the whole thing that carried the whole sneaker resale narrative. The fact that you had to pay money in order to be like somebody else. You had to spend thousands of dollars just to feel like you were different and one of a kind. And nowadays, we have seen that you can wear whatever type of sneakers that you want, New Balances, Asics, old dusty, crusty Vans, whatever makes you feel good about yourself, you can wear and represent yourself with that. And it's a lot cheaper to do and it's more effective. You get more outfits from it. We used to live in a time where bots and resellers got everything they wanted and we were forced to kind of pay into this idea. People have grown away from that. People have grown towards just wearing what they want to wear. You can do that because there are way more options on the internet. Everybody can find somewhere where they can get nice shoes. They don't have to be sneakers. They can be dress shoes. They can be loafers. I like what the new generation is doing. They're pushing towards a more used vintage narrative. You can go to thrift stores and find decent sneakers for a low. You can go to Ross and find decent sneakers. You can go on Depop, eBay, anywhere. You don't have to get what's new and what's the latest. And that's what makes things kind of different. We're not really following like signature athletes and celebrities for like the new fashion news. The influencers on TikTok and Instagram, they're the ones driving the narrative forward. And the whole entire idea is just self-expression. That's what fashion is as a whole. It's the idea of expressing who you are and who you want to be. And sneaker companies failed to see that. They failed to see that people really have more of a connection to individuality and memorable moments and nostalgia rather than just sneakers themselves. That's why in 2025, they're releasing almost every grail they can think of because there's some type of connection and community to all these grails and all these sneakers. They're trying to pull you guys back in, right? And I think that's a good thing. You can see what happened with the Wu-Tang Dunks. The price dropped on those significantly because there's availability now and people feel connected. It's a way of bringing life back into a community and into a culture by having something that ties everybody together. Because the core essence of sneaker culture is self-expression. When you take that out of the equation, people don't have much of a reason to buy in. Resale was a way of taking away self-expression because only a few people own certain sneakers, and that stopped other people from buying in and feeling connected to the whole entire product. And then when you factor in the whole real versus fake dilemma, it exacerbates a lot of the issues within the culture as well. StockX got caught for selling fake sneakers. I mean, they've been doing this for years, and for Nike to come out and say like, oh my God, you guys have not been selling legit stuff, it just makes you wonder like, bro, what are we paying into? What are we exactly buying? Like, is it authenticity? Is it authenticity from these companies, or is the authenticity that you get from yourself by wearing what you like? There's so much distrust and confusion in sneakers right now that I think people are just kind of like pulling back slowly to just wearing sneakers, but not necessarily buying every single pair that comes out because it doesn't really have that dopamine fix that it used to have. Back in the day, there used to be a real thrill when you got an exclusive sneaker that nobody else could get, but nowadays it's kind of like, eh, this is cool, but I mean, we've been doing this for years now. Like, what's the next level? You know, what's really pushing things forward? I feel like with the whole self-individuality motive that we're going with sneakers, people are really pushing towards like customs. I think that's what's really driving things forward. A lot of people want to see more unique, new sneakers. They're tired of like the rehashes of the same collaborations. They really want to see like something unique and individual, but I don't think we're there yet. We're releasing things that are very like schema and familiar to our past and our memories, but we're not really pushing things towards a point where it's like We got new models. All the stuff is out. But let me know what you guys think.